Welcome back everybody to another video. It's your boy Owly, and today we've got an absolutely sensational video again. As you can see, we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can realize I've jumbled two of them up. Luffy and Doflamingo are around. There we go. We've got them back in order. Welcome to the new deck openings. Now, of course, we've got some exciting things to go with this one. We've, of course, got packs of PRB-01 in each of these. So let's, without further ado, get stuck straight into it, opening up these packs, doing a bit of a deck review, and of course, how can I forget, wherever you're watching from, I hope you're having a wonderful day or a wonderful night. Now, what have we got in here? We've got some absolutely new epic cards, and some reprints as well, depending on the color that you'll be getting. So let's have a first little review. Oh, look at that, we can already see behind. Look at that, we've got the best. Look at that pack. We'll save it towards the end. We'll open up 6 in a row. In fact, I've actually got a couple of extra decks for some things that I want to build, so we're going to have 8 packs to open in total. But of course, there's your Edward Newgate, same reprint of a leader there. But let's get straight into the opening of the pack itself. And I can see it's got a little side tearing bit here that's not wanting to go very easily. There we go. So let's run straight through these decks very quickly. I know the main event will be the cards at the end, but of course we've got Edward Newgate, really nice artwork there. Then of course again, 7 cost, 8k, Edward Newgate, SR, on play give 1 rested Don card to your leader or characters. And then of course on an activate main you can rest the character, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5,000 power or less. And with him in there you get 2. Next is your Portgas D-Ace. Of course, this character gains Rush. I think this is a reprint of a card here. And it's if your leader type includes Whitebeard Pirates, this character gains Rush. Once per turn, this character, if he would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you can give this character negative 2,000 power during the turn instead. So another good little SR card there, of course, getting 2 yet again. Then moving on to Atmos here, being your 4 cost. Getting 4 of him in that deck. Next you've got Mr. King Ju, blocker, 3 cost 4k. Yet again getting 4 of him in this deck. The next of course you've got Thatch, nice little 2k counter with the on-play ability. Having 2 of him. Then you've got Jozu, familiar sort of art here, 2k counter, 4 cost 4k. And of course, if you add a Don, if you have 2 or less life cards in your lead as a Whitebeard's Pirate, he gains Rush as well. So you've got 4 of him in the deck as well for some combos. Marco here, familiar art yet again, a nice little blocker there. On his KO, you can trash 1 card with a type including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, play this card from your trash rested. Nice little ability there. 4 of him as well. Then we've got Rakuyo, 3 cost 4k. And of course with him you've got 4 included in the deck too. Next we move on to some events here. So of course we've got You May Be a Fool But I Still Love You. Of course with the main here, 1 cost. If you have 3 or less life cards you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. Nice little ability for the Edward Newgate leader. And of course with some of these cards that we have got here in this deck can be utilized with the Ace leader or the new Marco too. So you can obviously play out some nice combos, some people wanting to use those decks as well as adding them into other red ones that we've had, like your Zora recently for some metas. And then of course we've got Izo here with an on-play ability, essentially being a little searcher for the top 5 there. And of course gaining 4 of him in that deck as well for the red. Spear Jill, sort of vanilla with a 1k counter, 4 cost 6k, 4 of him in the deck yet again. Then you've got Namule, same sort of thing, nice little 3 cost 5k attack with a 1k counter. Nice bit of art there. Then we've got Haruta, 2 cost 3k, giving a rested Don ability, 4 in the deck yet again. We've got Fosa here as a blocker, nice little cheap blocker, 2 cost 2k. 4 of him yet again, and then of course towards the back, of course you always have your 10 Dons. So that's a nice little structured setup for the deck for your Edward Newgate. And of course, do a little review for the leader again. Really nice. Don't think there's much texturing on these ones, it's more so of a foil, but a really nice deck there to have. Now we'll move straight on here. I'll actually line them up as we go, because from what I've been seeing online at least, we've had Uta having a couple of these God packs. Now I know the God packs are something that it might be a bit of a mystery at the moment. I don't know if we've had any actual full video recordings of people opening up the God packs and having actual, you know, straight pulls from them. So hopefully your boy Ali here gets a God pack himself, but we'll line it up just like that. Try and keep the memory there of which ones come from what deck. Now the extra ones that I have back here are a Doflamingo deck for the blue and another Katakuri, so blue and yellow essentially, the two extras that I got. Now we'll go straight into the Uta deck. That is a lovely bit of art, isn't it? Look at that. Nice leader there again with the foil. Having the Don ability, I'm sure you many are familiar with again. Now here we've got Uta 4-cost 6k SR as a blocker. Activate main once per turn. You can trash one film type from your hand, give up to one rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters as well. And you're gaining 2 of those in the deck. Nice little green shanks here. Bit of a different color that we've seen as usual. 9 cost with 11k power and an on-play KO one of your opponent's rested characters as well. Good strong ability, 2 of him again. Then we go straight on to Gordon from the film. Nice blocker. Definitely nice low cost as well too, and with his ability for an on your opponent's attack you may trash any number of music type cards from your hands. Your leader or one of your characters gains 1k power during this battle for every card trashed. And with him you are getting 4 in this deck of course. Added in for a nice little Uta specialty. Now we've got a Charlotte Katakuri, a green one here as well. Nice little sort of vanilla cost, but if you've got his ability here, if you can see, if your leader has the film type and you have 6 or more rested cards, this character gains 2k power, so nice little buffed ability for your Katakuri. And of course getting 4 of him too. Next is a bit of an interesting art there for a looking very, very animated for a Monkey D. Luffy, 2 cost 3k with a 2k counter. And of course, if you've got another little Uta ability, if it's rested, his character gains 1k power, so you're getting some Luffys in there as well. Now, of course, as you can see here, a lot of events here for the Uta deck, so some nice reprints there if people aren't able to find them, but here you've got your backline. Of course, with the main, with your leader's Uta, you can choose one of the other. Down here, gaining 4 of those from the deck. New Genesis, nice bit of art there from the film. Another straight up event here, which you are getting 4 of in the deck. I'm Invincible. I'm sure many people versing Utas are well too familiar with this. Essentially letting you restand your Uta for another swing. Good ability for the Uta deck. And 4 of those again. Look at that, nice bit of art for a Bartholomew. All around the card there too, 2 cost 3k. Very nice. Didn't know that went all to the border. That's a very nice little card there. Fleeting Lullaby here. Another music and film event type card. With getting 4 of those here in the deck too. Where the Wind Blows for another event. And of course 4 yet again. The World's Continuation. Not sure if this is actually a reprint here, but for a counter, if your leader is Uta, you may return any number of characters in your field to the owner's hand. Up to one of your leader or character cards gain 2k power during this battle for every returned character, whilst getting 4 for her. Tot Musica, adding for a main with a 2 cost, you may rest one of your Uta cards, rest of 2 of your opponent's Don cards. Bit of an interesting strat you can use for the Uta deck. 4 of those. Now this one I did see actually, nice to see that it extends the border as well. Really cool bit of art for a Monkey D. Luffy vanilla. 8k 10 cost with a 1k counter as well, being pretty good. And getting 4 of those for the deck. With wrapping it up, having again the 10 Dons at the back. Nice little bit of a deck review again. And Uta to finish off that one. So we're hoping that Uta's going to give us the God Pack. For anyone that's not familiar with it, essentially The God Pack, I did obviously in my last video, if you want to check it out for a nice little end of year wrap up for the content that's coming out for the One Piece card game. You do actually have a chance to pull a God Pack. Apparently, we haven't seen any full recordings. There have been recordings here and there, but I guess no one from a genuine full straight opening of the pack. One was like kind of semi-open from what I've seen at least, but I think it is genuine. For all our shiny cardboard collectors, I think we want to make sure it is genuine and hope and pray that it is. So this Doffy deck here, Doffy deck card, and it's packed for PRB, and you can essentially get every single manga that's been printed so far, starting off with Shanks. So hopefully one of these packs that we have here, everyone, starts off with a Shanks, and then you're literally running through sets OPO2 onwards, and you're getting each single manga that's been released so far. And I thought we're only gonna, you know, probably not gonna have this from the Japanese sort of card game for ages, but it's really cool they've included it for PRB. So let's hope one of these packs that we've got here today, out of the 8 we have, bring us some God Pack luck. So of course you've got Doffy, one of the most anticipated leaders, definitely one of the strongest coming back into the meta now. Really nice bit of art here, especially with his alt art too. If you don't have that card, beautiful card here to get you back in. And of course, reminding with his ability with a 2 Don, when he's attacking, you may rest the specified number of Don cards in your cost area, obviously to activate it. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card's a 7 Walls of the Sea type character with a cost of 4 or less, you may play that card rested. And of course, if you're tag teaming that with like a Jinbei or something, you can just absolutely spam out those characters on field. So the Warlords are becoming strong yet again. Now, speaking of Trafalgar Law, nice little 4 cost 5k. Good bit of art here too for the SRs, 2 of him included. And a bit of a different art here as well for your 4 cost 6k Boa Hancock blocker, with those SRs being 2 again. Then you're moving straight on to the normal cards. For your commons, we've got a Crocodile, 4 cost 5k. I'm loving all the arts on these ones, they're really good. Now of course I'm trying to leave it on a card, so if I'm trying to, you know, speed things up a bit, we've got a lot of decks to go through, but if you do want to read through some of the abilities, I'll try and keep it still for the 1 card so you can pause the video and have a bit of a read through as well. Of course, Buggy in his new sort of form. Really nice bit of art here with a 2k counter. On play, you can look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and place them at the top deck in any order, with only getting 2 of him there. Marshall D. Teach, 2 cost 3k, activating the main. You may place 1 card from your hand from the top of your deck. Sorry, put 1 card from your hand at the top of your deck. Give up to 2 rested Don cards to your leader or one of your characters. Jeez, actually that's pretty good for the 7 Wallers of the Sea decks there, definitely Doffy. And having 4 of him in the deck, of course. Really good combos you can be running for that. I think this one's a reprint here from the Donquixote Doflamingo blocker. On play, look at top 5 cards of your deck and place them in the top deck in any order. Really good way to set up those Jinbei combos if you do want to drop some cards on the opponent, make it absolutely devastating. 4 of him in the deck there. Now we've got Overheat here. I think this one, oh, it is actually from your OPO1 as well, a bit of a reprint. We've got a counter. 1 leader character gains 4k power during the battle, then return 1 of your active characters with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hands. And getting 4 of those events here as well. Then onto a Vanilla Gecko Moria, 1k counter, 4 cost 6k. Having 4 of him in the deck there. Then a bit of Kuma action here, 3 cost 3k. And of course on your on play you can look at the 2 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 7 Wars of the Sea type card, add it to your hand. Place the rest at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you can really, as you can see with the blue decks, really manipulate what you're going to be drawing next to absolutely drop down some combos on your opponents. Nice little Edward Weevil vanilla here with a 1k counter. Love that bit of art there. Then a Gecko Moria that we have seen before as well from the ST3. On play, add up to 1 7 of the Warlord Sea or Thriller Bark Pirates type character with a cost of 4 or less other than Gecko Moria from your trash to your hand. So a nice little way to potentially recycle a Jinbei as well. Get more combos going there for your blue. Mihawk, 2k counter, 4 cost 5k. Obviously when you're adding a Don and attacking, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Also getting 4 of him in the deck. And then it looks like the last one here, oh no, we got a couple more. We've got Trafalgar Law. as a blocker, 1 cost 1k, if you want to get some cheap blockers in there. And he's a 7 Warlords of the Sea as well, so you can really combo with some of the cards we've already seen. Gee, I can see how blue's going to be so strong, it's going to be worrying. Look at this, as we speak of Jinbei, on KO, place up to 1 character with a cost of 3 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Really, really nice art there. I love that one again. As mentioned, they're taking it to the borders there. Absolutely beautiful art cards here. And that's the deck there for Donquixote, Doflamingo with your 10 Don at the back. Popping that deck down below, and of course we'll take another last look at the leader card there. Absolutely awesome with some foil there too. We'll try and keep these decks out of screen. On to the next one, we've got your purple Monkey D. Luffy, bringing him back. Purple's certainly going to be popular. Once again, sliding it out. Decks ahoy everywhere. Pack at the top. We've got to remember what's what, don't forget. We've got to remember everything here. I'm running out of space to put things. I should have thought of that in advance a bit more. Lots of packaging and bits everywhere as we're trying to absolutely tear open this pack here. I'm gonna have to use the Stanley, everyone. Trying to get it out nicely. Usually they make things easy for us in this card game, don't they? But sometimes you gotta struggle a bit to get to the shiny cardboard. But as long as these packs give us something amazing, we won't worry about that whatsoever. Now look at this art card here. I do love this Luffy card here. Activating your main once per turn, you may add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. If you have 0 or 3 or more Don cards on field, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. Of course, this is the Luffy from OP-05 for the leader there. Zorojuro with a nice bit of art, your favorite character for your boy. With an on play, you've got a nice little searcher here for the Straw Hats with an SR. Gonna be having 2 of him. And Luffy Taro, a lovely nice bit of art here. Gee, I really do love the arts they're making for these decks. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? 7 cost 8k on play, negging a Don. Play up to 1 purple Straw Hat type character from your character card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand, I should say. Getting 2 of him again. Seems like we're only getting 4 SRs per each deck, unless I'm going to be mistaken upcoming. Then here we've got an Usohachi, 2k counter as well with an on play. If you have 8 or more Don cards on your field, rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. With getting 2 of him there. An Onami blocker, 4 cost 2k, but an on play if you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, trash 1 card from your hand, draw 2 cards. Nice little bit of draw power there, as well as being a blocker, having 4 of her, pretty good. Sun Goro here, really cool bit of art again, 5 cost 6k when attacking. If you have 8 or more Don cards on your field, draw a card. Some really good power up cards we're having for these decks already, really nice. Usohachi again, 2k counter once again, and when attacking with a Don, if you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less, so being a bit stronger than the other one there. Having 4 of him in this purple Luffy deck. Orobi, for an on play, if you have 8 or more Don cards in your field, KO 1 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 3 or less. A lot of 8 or more Don cards, so with the ramping ability that you'll try and get your cards back in, maybe having, forgetting her name, how can I forget it, Black Maria, getting your Dons back up nice and quick so you can use some of these abilities to really devastate your opponents with the cards you're dropping. We've got a Jinbei here, blocker again, an opponent's turn. If you have 10 Don cards on your field, this character gains 1k power, so essentially going to be 7 cost there with 4 of him in the deck too. Zorojuro from OP-05 again, as I'm sure you're all familiar with the art there with his when attacking ability too. And you've got, of course, 4 of him in the deck once again. Chopper and Mon from OP-05 as well. I'm sure everyone's familiar with that one. 4 in the deck. Then we've got Franosuke also from OP-05. Another one with 8 or more Don gains an ability, and here's his Rush. Bit of an expensive 5k there. Onagichi from OP-05 too. Another purple Straw Hat booster. 4 of him. And when you're at sea, you fight against pirates with the art reduced a little bit here compared to the one from OP-05. Very nice there though for the event, as of course I'm sure everyone's familiar with that. Now look at this, we've got a Monkey D. Luffy that was a bit of a prize card prior with some of the events or tournaments that you do have in the store. So it's nice to see this with the sort of generic look, yeah, a bit of a promo with his art there. Lovely Gear 5 art, absolutely love that card. 4 of him there, 10 cost 12k. And the Don towards the back of that, so of course that is your purple Luffy deck there. Have a look at that nice foil yet again. Absolutely beautiful card. Ramping down to the last 2 decks. Mr. Smoker, which we've been trying to pull in some of the OP-02 OG boxes that we've been opening on the channel. Have a watch of those if you're craving some Paramount War cards. Haven't been able to pull his alt yet. But my, is that a really nice alt indeed with Smoker. Pulled the deck out, another PRB. Loving the gold there. They're teasing us saying, you can get it. You can get it, Seb. We're gonna let Owly pull the God Pack on his channel. For not pulling a manga, I think that'd be a really good coming about of age, wouldn't it? Having said that, we've not pulled a manga yet for all the things we've opened. A lot of people can't really believe it, but watch all the videos on the channel, we've yet to pull one, so hopefully today's the day we get the God Pack, break some Australia manga luck. So, Smoker here for your leader, as mentioned from OP-02 again, the reprint, adding a Don to him, and then activating a main once per turn, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. Then if there's a character with a cost of 0, this leader gains 1k power during this turn. Nice bit of foil art again. Here we've got Tashigi from ST19, so fresh one from here. On an on-play, 5 cost 6k, if your leader's Smoker, give one of your opponent's characters -4 cost during this turn, and then activating it per turn if this character was played on this turn. Trash one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. Nice little SR there, having 2 in the deck. Then of course we've got Hina. Don 1, opponent's turn, this character gains +4 cost. Activate main once per turn, you may place 1 card from your trash at the bottom of your deck. Give up to 1 rested Don cards to your leader or one of your characters. So nice little bit of a counter, I guess, adding 4 cost to her from the other black decks of the negging ability there. Then we're on to Smoker here. Really cool, look at this looking handsome man with that anime art there they've drawn into here. On play, you can trash 1 black navy type card from your hand. Up to 2 characters with a cost of 4 or less cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's a nice little power card there, and you're getting 4 of him in the deck too. Then we've got a cheap Sengoku, with giving you the ability to trash 2 same sort of black navy type cards from your hand, and then if your leader's got a navy type, draw 3 cards. Nice bit of drawing ability, 2 of him there. Monkey D. Garp with a 3 cost 4k blocker. Activating your main once per turn, you may place 1 card from your trash at the bottom of your deck. Give up to one of your opponent's characters a -1 cost during this turn. Pardon me. 4 of him in the deck again. Now we've got an OP-02 Kobe, classic bit of art there. Getting 4 of him in this deck too. As you can see, the ones that we've seen before quite a bit, I'll try and skip past most of the newer cards. I'll read through, give through some abilities as well. And of course, a classic Tsuru there. Definitely going to help, hopefully lower the price actually, people, if anyone's looking for building some black decks too. Another Donquixote Giante from OP-02, nice little low cost blocker. 4 of him. Jaguar D. Saul, 4 cost 6k as well, 1k counter from OP-02, 4 of him. Helmeppo from OP-02 as well, with a bit of a trigger here. When attacking, giving up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn, and if there's a character with a cost of 0, this card gains 2k power during this battle. And of course, again, 4 of him. Then we've got Yamakaji, OP-02 again, nice little bit of vanilla with a 1k counter, with 4 of him. Then the classic, the Ice Age. Now, how many we got in here? We've got 4 Ice Ages. Really good card and pretty crucial to a lot of the black decks. Then we've got a Virgo from OP-03. Pretty good to have 5 cost 5k with him not being able to be KO'd in battle, and a 2k counter for that as well. Gaining 4 of him in the deck once again. Then we've got a brand new from OP03. Another bit of a searcher there, with 4 in the deck. And then of course you're done towards the back. So let's have a look at that leader one more time, and wrap up the smoker deck with some nice foliage there. Some really, really good cards, and nice to have a reprint of some of the ones that are harder to get, so it's nice that Bandai's doing this, especially with PRB-02, as mentioned in prior videos. You've got the ability to get some really nice cards from this too. And with this being the last deck box that we're opening, it certainly means that we're ever so closer to opening up all these PRB-01 packs earlier than the release, so it's very nice that they've added these into the actual deck boxes here too, giving you another chance to open and draw some really good cards. Hopefully get yourself a god pack. Gonna have to use the Stanley for that one there. Apologies if any audio's loud for the listeners. Next here, Mr. Charlotte Katakuri. Really nice yellow art card. I was planning on playing him a while back, so I might obviously use this leader card, getting him back into it. Really good leader ability. And of course your Charlotte Katakuri here, a blocker exclusive to the deck here, ST20 with a blocker. You may turn once per turn, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up, give up to 1 rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters instead. 2 of him. Then of course also the Charlotte Limited exclusive to this here. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand and your opponent chooses 1. Your opponent has to trash 2 from their hand, or trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life card. So another nice bit of life manipulation, or forcing the hand to use some of the other big mum cards we've had in the past, with the 6 being 6 cost 7k here. And then we move straight on to Charlotte Cracker. War cost 5k once per turn. If this character would be KO'd by an effect, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life cards instead. Similar to Enel, and you're going to be getting 4 of him here. Charlotte Brûlée, with a bit of a trigger action, 2k counter, 3 cost 3k. We'll read that trigger too, it's quite long there. So look up to 1 card from the top of your or your opponent's life cards and place it at the top or bottom of the life cards, then add this card to your hand. That's a really good trigger there, and of course you're getting 4 of her in the deck there. Now, Charlotte Pudding. Nice little bit of film reel there, different to the other one that we've seen in past. And on play, you may add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand, set 1 of your big mum type character cards with a cost of 3 or less as active. Good ability there with just 2. Charlotte Opera, vanilla 4 cost 6k, of course from OP03. Many will be familiar with that, nice bit of art too. Charlotte Galette, blocker, same thing, OP03 again, for the big mum pirates if you're looking to build a deck. Charlotte Smoothie, also from OP03. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, and this character gains 2k power during this battle. Another one from the big mum pirates. 4 in here. And this is the one I was mentioning. Very similar, if not exact same art there from OP03, nice little reprint. So for a little searcher here for 4, you can reveal up to 1 Sanji or Big Mum Pirates type card other than Charlotte Pudding and add it to your hand. Good little searcher ability and nice reprint from the game there, getting 4. Strusen from OP03 as well. So you can trash a card with trigger from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. Trying to get rid of some of those lower cost menaces. Charlotte Daifukuju, so just Daifuku I should say, from ST7, the Big Mum deck as well. Nice little bit of a reprint getting that here, and getting 4. Pretty good. Peckham's from ST7 as well, vanilla reprint from that deck, getting 4 of him. And then Ikoku Sovereignty, of course from OP03, the event card there. Nice counter with a 5k power, massive. 4 here. And then of course, look, we've got Thunderbolt from OP03. Classic from some of the decks, obviously with the yellow. Nice event there. Gaining another 4. And that is it for the Charlotte Katakuri deck. Let's do a recap of the leader here. And then it's time, of course, for the main event. What are we going to be getting here with the PRB cards? Let me just quickly crack open the other decks here. So I'll just quickly pull out, obviously, the packs here. So we'll go with these ones first, so we know what's what. So that's going to be, oh my goodness, very shaky there, sorry. So we've got a Doflamingo there, and we'll start off with the yellow. Charlotte Katakuri, but can we get the also destined God pack that this awesome One Piece card game has given us? And we'll hopefully, if it's not in any of these ones here, we'll get it soon with the set coming out very soon. We've got the sleeves up here, we've got the stuff, and let's get straight into it. 8 packs of PRB, nice and early before the set actually drops in a couple of weeks. Now let's see what we're gonna get. Feels very thin compared to usual. And we've got a set on here for Enel. Not a golden border one, but that is really cool, isn't it? Oh gosh, I'm so excited to see what cards we can have here. Now we've got a guard point. Nice reprint there. Vinsmoke Niji. We've got Sanji's Pilaf. Makino. Bartholomew. Kozuki Momonosuke. Charlotte Cracker for an SR. We're not done here. We've got a Gum Gum Red Rocket. And a Queen with foiling there. Oh wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see it in the back there, but it's got some One Piece, or I should say Luffy and the Straw Hat crew. I'll see if you can get that in the light there. Fading out. Oh, there, you can see it there. Wow, that looks so cool. That looks really awesome for the special set event, I guess. So Katakuri hasn't given us a God pack, but he's given us some really nice reprint cards. And what are we going to get here in this next one? So it looks like you're obviously going to be getting these Don packs, but of course you'll be looking out for the golden border ones. And we've got a Hordy Jones one next. Jeez, there's some nice art there, isn't it? Now, no God pack just yet, don't you worry. When I'm flipping it over, we're waiting for Munga Shanks at the front, and then we've got Munga City for the rest of the way. So we've got Boa Hancock here. Another Queen. Goodness, isn't that good? He was expensive before. Wiper. We've got Nico Robin. Ana Murakano Sword. 200 million Volt Samaru. Trafalgar Law Blocker SR. We've got a Sanji full border SR. I think from the look of it, alternate art. That is absolutely gorgeous. And what have we got for the last card of the pack here? We've got a shiny guard point with the Luffy and Straw Hat symbol around the back. Look at that. There's some absolute bangers to be pulled here. Now let's move straight on to the other decks. So of course this was the first of the Katakuris originally. So what can he give us? Can he give us the God pack? Can he give us even Manganami? Wouldn't that be sensational to start off just out of 8 packs? What Don have we got here? And we've got a Zoro. Wow, look at that. Wouldn't like that. I would love that in the golden border, absolutely. To start off here, we've got a Shockwave from ST06. Oh, a nice little Brule reprint. Duval from ST12. A Virgo, speaking of, being in the black deck. Baby 5. 3000 Worlds. Sakazuki for an SR. Duval again with the special Straw Hat icons. And we've got Narikabura Arrow from the Land of Wano ST9. I just absolutely love seeing that Straw Hat symbol in the glare and of the holo. That is absolutely beautiful, is it not? Next, we're counting down. Smoker's pack. What will Smoker's deck give us? Can he give us our first Golden Don? Of course, you can get these beautiful Golden Don as well. What have we got here? Oh, we've got a... Is that Peckham's? I like to assume. Maybe it's not. Or maybe it's Kuma. Gosh, that is really nice looking right there. Barrier from OP04. Dracula Mihawk. Another Virgo. Another Makino. Bartholomew also reprint in the deck. A Satori for the yellow players. Dracul Mihawk. Wow, that's a lovely SR here. Emporio Ivankov yet again, replicating that. And a Charlotte Smoothie in a nice holo with the straw hat symbols behind. Well, they're not failing to hit with these beautiful color cards. Now we're on to Luffy, ST18. And then we're 2 away from the Fabled Uta. Can the Uta give us the God Pack? Oh, here's some beautiful cards. So we just love cracking this new set open before the technical release. We've got another Enel there. How very fitting for a player of myself playing such an L. We've got a Boa Hancock again, Vinsmoke Yonji, an L Thor, one-legged toy soldier, Shirahoshi, Ryuma, onto another Dracul Mihawk. We've got a Duval to the full art border. I think that's an alt there. And then we've got a Ryuma with the holo and the straw hat icons again. Absolute beautiful cards here, everyone. Appreciating it so much. Now we've got Mr. Doflamingo. His pack. Can he give us the God Pack? A lot of, obviously not many cards in here as you can see. And we've got a Trafalgar Law Don. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. Alright, Shockwave. No God Pack just yet. Capone Gang Bedge. Radical Beam. Izzo. One-legged toy soldier again. Judgment of Hell. A Yamato reprint, much needed for the yellow players too. Baby 5 with an alt full border there. And we have a Nami. A nice promo Nami with the holo and straw hat icons again. Alright everyone, if it's any pack it should be this one. We've got the Uta pack right here. Uta being the one giving out God packs left, right and center apparently. So let's pray and hope that it's one for us. Not many cards per each pack as you can see. Oh, we've got a holo Don though of Lucci. That's the first holo one. That is gorgeous compared to the other ones just being your commons there. No God Pack unfortunately from Uta. But we've got Duval again with Dracul Mihawk, Makino, El Thor, Baby 5, a Ryuma holo, Ulti for an SR, an Upper Yard holo with the Shrine, and an Inudashi with the last holo here yet again. Just I can't get over how nice that is. Very sparkly too, behind in the background. Last pack of luck everyone. God Pack or Manganami. We'll take either. We will take either from the Edward Newgate deck box we've had. What Don have we got to start us off? We've got Vivi's. Very nice bit of art form there. No God Pack. Shockwave to start us off though. Can we finish off with a Manganami, Mihawk, another Izzo, another El Thor, loves showing itself up, as well as one-legged toy soldier. Marco for a rare, a Trafalgar Law SR, a Bartholomew as well. And the last card we've got is a Thunderbolt with the gorgeous style of the Straw Hats again there. So let me do a nice little recap here for everyone for what we've pulled here, especially with the special Dons. Jeez, this is probably one of my most favourite things about these, isn't it? You've got VVs here, Trafalgar Law, obviously themed for your characters, and now we've pulled that as the first one too. I think that's Peckham's. Then we've got a Zoro. We've got Hody as well, and then starting off with an L yet again. That was the first one we got. Now let me run through some of the ending and the special cards we got here. Your Thunderbolt, Bartholomew, Trafalgar Law, Inurashi, Upper Yard in a holo, Ulti, Nami, Baby 5, Yamato, Ryuma, Duval, Mihawk, Charlotte Smoothie, Emporio Ivankov, Dracul Mihawk again, another Duval, Nakibura Arrow, a Sanji ult, beautiful art there, Guard Point in holo, Trafalgar Law, Charlotte Cracker, Gum Gum Red Rocket, and the Queen of course. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't worry, there is more PRB to come. Not long for a wait there. We've got only a couple of weeks and we'll be cracking open a booster box of that one there. So it's going to be absolutely epic content here. Really enjoyed cracking open these first ones. And as you can see with the Don and some of the nice shine with the Straw Hat symbol in the back, absolutely gorgeous cards I have in here. So if you are new to the video, thank you all so much for watching, staying tuned for the deck reviews, and of course the PRB-01 packs. If you are new yet again, please do smash that like and subscribe button. We're on the journey here to 1K subscribers, pushing hard beyond it, but we've yet to hit the 1K, so help the Owly army grow strong. Plenty of content coming out. Thank you all so much for watching and your support for your previous videos. Love to see the comments, interacting with everyone yet again. Please pop down any suggestions below. Let me know what deck you're going to be getting and what you're most excited for from PRB-01. But of course, we've got more content on the way, and we'll see you in the next one.